What's poppin', good people? It's your girl Shay back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my hair shedding journey. So if you want to see how I got my hair to stop shedding and also tips for you, then keep watching this video. Okay, so my hair started to shed back in, I started noticing it in like late January of this year. I had noticed that every time I was detangling my hair in the shower on wash day, my hair was coming out in clumps. It was coming out like at an alarming rate. It was freaking me out. That's how bad my hair was coming out. And I couldn't figure out why, So, fast forward to I noticed my hair started shedding about January, like 20 something. Fast forward, I decided to track my hair shedding starting in February, first wash day in February. So my plan was every time I wash my hair, I would collect the shed hair and put it away and like in a little baggie, hold on to it, and then just see what happens over the course of the next few months. There are so many factors for your hair to shed. First of all, our hair sheds naturally every day. That's what it's supposed to do. But when your hair is shedding so much, it becomes alarming. And when your hair is shedding as much as mine was, it was like I could do this and then, and so I started to look at different things as to why my hair was shedding. And one of the factors that your hair could shed is, one, you're not drinking enough water or taking your vitamins or your diet, period. That could be a factor of why your hair is shedding. 2, life, stress, your mental stability, all of those could be a factor of why your hair is shedding. And at the time, I would say I was definitely stressed. Work is work, and it was stressful. And so that was a big cause as to why I was experiencing a lot of shedding. I also wasn't taking care of my hair the best way. Like, I was having my lazy natural moments, and I'm personally I wouldn't consider myself a lazy natural. Like, I like to do my hair. That is my therapy time. That's my moment. And so just kind of letting my curls be in disarray, especially if I'm not going nowhere, I'm not doing anything, pop that up in a bun or let it be. And that doesn't help because coils start to intertwine with one another, and then when it's time to detangle, now we have a problem. I also realized that I wasn't doing the one biggest goal that I had for myself this year, which was giving myself more scalp massages and oiling my hair and scalp regularly. I was not doing that. I was doing it, just not as often as I needed to. And so those factors played a key part in my hair shedding. Another big factor that played a key part is I believe that I had protein overload as well. I was thinking about it, but I wasn't 100% sure. But I had reached out to a couple of natural hair pages that I follow, a couple of curly bloggers, content makers. I had made comments under their posts or videos or whatever, and then people that were commenting kind of confirmed what I thought. And based on what I was saying that my hair was doing, it was very brittle. My ends were split. It felt weird. Like it wasn't doing what I knew it could do. Primarily around the ends. And I was still getting trims and everything, but it wasn't doing what I needed to do. So I had looked into the products that I was using, and then I realized like my wash day products were really a lot protein packed. Like, a lot of my wash day products, like you can see here, these are just some of the shampoos. These are all shampoos right here, and a lot of them have protein in them. Whether it's at the very top of the list, in the middle, somewhere in it, a lot of those products have protein in them because they're for strengthening the hair, they're for, breakage, and for just kind of building and length retention and all of those good benefits that I want. But I didn't have the balance of a protein moisture balance in my wash day essentials, not just with the shampoos but with my deep conditioners as well, and hair mask. So one of the things that I did, few things that I did to stop or decrease my shedding was, one, started back with my pre-poos. I had kind of slacked off on my pre-poos. I'm one to always do a pre-poo, and I kind of slacked off on my pre-poos. I started those up again. One of the pre-poos I did, hot oil treatment. Like, I was just magical baby cocktailing it up with the oils and using those in my hair. African Pride coconut pre-poo here. Really, really great pre-poo. Coconut oil works good in my hair, using that as a pre-poo. I was just making sure that I used a pre-poo in my hair. And for those that don't know, a pre-poo is a step before you shampoo. It's the thing you do to kind of detangle your hair before you put your shampoo in and start your whole process. So that's what I was doing. Another thing that I did was, around the time that my hair was shedding, Maya Organic came out with a new product, or a new line of products, which was their sea moss anti-shedding line. So this product line here. So I went and I got the shampoo, conditioner, mask, and the leave-in. And so I started using those products immediately. I needed to. And what I would do with those products is, one, I use the whole line. I did a review on it, so I'm gonna leave it, click it somewhere, or drop it in the description box. I did a review on the line, my first impression, and so I just started using it simultaneously. So 1 week I would use the whole line, the whole wash day line, and then the next week I would use a different product, a more moisturizing shampoo or deep conditioner, but use one thing from the sea moss line. So I just wanted to incorporate it in some way, shape, or form in my wash day, but I didn't want to use the whole line all the time. So I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit. So that's basically what I did from February to about May. From February to May, I either use the whole line or I use one product from the line and use other products. And that was one of the things, that was the second thing I did to help. The third thing I did, got my notes here. The third thing I did was change my diet. Change my diet, meaning that started to go back to incorporating more greens and vegetables. Like, I love a good salad. With all the bells and whistles. So eating more salads, increasing my water, because I noticed it in January, so it's like around a holiday time, you're having a good time, you're not eating the greatest, it happens. So I decided to go back to the basics, like making sure I was taking my vitamins, making sure it was increasing my water intake, making sure that I was eating the foods that I needed to eat, to, be healthy, and so my hair can grow, because your hair growth starts from the inside out. Like, it's not just gonna grow because you put a bunch of fruits and vegetables in your hair. Like, you should also be eating those fruits and vegetables. So I went back to making sure I was doing that. Another thing I did, which is also what I mentioned with the Maya Organic line, was my products. I changed the type of products that I was using because, like I said, I believe that I had protein overload. That was one of the factors that caused a lot of shedding. And so, as I mentioned before, a lot of my products were protein based, and I realized when I went through my stash that I had a lot of products that were geared toward strengthening and not necessarily not always moisturizing the hair, just really focusing on making the hair strands strong. And so like I just went back and I started researching what moisturizing shampoos and deep conditioners I could use. And so I found a few, and I just went and bought, not everything, but I went out and bought a few products that would help me so that I can kind of have a equal balance. One of the products that I bought that I liked was this Curl Essence moisturizing shampoo with Jamaican black castor oil and coconut oil. Product here. I just bought the shampoo. I didn't buy the whole line, but I bought the shampoo and I started incorporating this when I would do the alternating. Another product that I like was, I got some products from Not Your Mother's. I had got Eden Body Works peppermint tea tree clarifying shampoo. I got a shampoo from Cantu that was more on the hydrating side. So just trying different products that would help, and using them, you know, switching them out every other week, because I was washing my hair every week. I wash my hair every week unless I have protective styles. Then my natural protective styles last every 2 weeks. So I was on that. To protective / low maintenance styling. There is a difference between the two. There is a difference between protective style and a low maintenance style. A protective style is where you are basically hiding your hair. You are protecting your hair from the environment, pollutions, the weather, you from keeping your fingers and stuff in it. Like, you're protecting the whole head, so you may use a wig or tracks or braids and fake hair, whatever. Your natural hair is not showing. Low maintenance styles would be something like this. Low maintenance styles could be like braids, twist, a bun, bantus, like styles like that. Last thing that I did was make sure that my hair and scalp was oil. Number 7, one of the things that I used was I cut my hair. I didn't do a big chop, but I cut a good 3-4, well, I had my mom do it, cut a good 3-4 inches from my hair, because all of that was like down here was very dry, very brittle. It looked pretty, but it didn't feel pretty. So I want to show what my hair was looking like when I first started collecting my hair. So what I did was, like I said before, every wash day I would collect hair. So this month of February starts from February 11th, and I had started to incorporate my low maintenance hairstyles during that time, which for me was lasting. I was on my hair every 2 weeks. And so this is the shedding that my hair had experienced the whole month of February, starting for the remainder of February, starting on the 11th of February. So from the 11th to the 28th, this is the shedding that I experienced. From, what is this date? March 7th through the end of March, this is the shedding that I experienced. So compared to February, this is what it's looking like. And then fast forward again, I started noticing some change by April. This is what my hair looked like. So here's March and April. Major difference. Kept on going. We kind of experienced more shedding. So this is May compared to April. Feel like we got a lot more shedding in May. May is also when I had my box braids, and I didn't have them in as long as I wanted to, but when you have your hair in those type of styles, your hair is still shedding, because our hair sheds daily, but if it has nowhere to go because you're not combing it, you're not, brushing it, you're not doing anything to it because your hair is in protective style, it just keeps on going for however long you leave your hair in, and then when it's time to take it out, then you have all of this shedding. It's discouraging, because I felt like, oh, I was doing so well last month, and then here come May, and now we're back, and it's giving February vibes. So I was discouraged, but at the same time I had to remind myself I did have my hair braided. I was doing some wash and goes because the spring had come, so I started back doing some wash and goes, and my hair was still a little, you wash and go, your hair get tangled. If you don't do it right, things happen. So I try not to beat myself up, just kept going with the process, kept doing what I wanted, kept doing everything, making sure drinking my water, making sure I'm changing my products interchangeably, making sure that I'm doing my low maintenance protective styling, making sure I'm oiling my scalp, making sure I'm doing everything that I knew how to do to decrease it. And then we have June. Okay, June is where we see some real change. So in June, let me show y'all May again. This is May. And so in June, my first wash day was June 6th. And this is the shedding for the month of June, starting June 6th. Isn't that amazing? Like from May to June, that is my shedding. Major improvement, a major difference in my shedding, just all because I had to change up some stuff. Like, that is how I got my hair to stop shedding. I had to switch my product. So those are the key things that I did to combat my shedding. Do I still have shedding? Absolutely, because it's normal. Is my hair coming out in clumps in the shower? No ma'am, no sir. So glad that's not, because that was a really scary time for me. Like, I legit did not know what was going on, and like I said, I show you like the hair, but at the same time, that's nothing compared to like seeing it come out of your hair, like pulling it out, just raking, and there it is. So I hope that this video could help anybody that is out there who's struggling with shedding. I know I listed a couple of I showed a couple of items that I use. I'm gonna list everything that I bought, and if I didn't buy it, everything that I researched in the description box below, so that you can, if you want to test these products out, if you're experiencing shedding, you want to test these products out, you can try them out. As far as the oils are concerned, personally, I like to magical baby cocktail a couple things, so I will list out some of the oils. How I did it is very, like I said, it's very different. I like the magical baby cocktail some stuff, but I will list all of the oils that I used, and then you can decide how you want to do it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to follow me on Instagram at PoppinCurlsDC, also on TikTok at Shade Poppin' Curls, and also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, push that notification button so you know when I post a video. Share my videos with friends, family, co-workers, all of the important people, all of the not so important people, everybody. Just share it all. My goal was to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I am not even halfway there yet. So people, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. See you later.